You are looking live at Ann Arbor Pioneer High School in Ann Arbor, Michigan for today's collegiate women's club lacrosse action. I'm your host, John Losey. Thank you for tuning in. We're looking for a good battle today. This is the consolation game for the MWLL Women's Club Lacrosse Championships here in Ann Arbor. Michigan State fell to Notre Dame, and Minnesota fell to the University of Michigan. And so these two squads will get it going here shortly to see who will claim third place in today's playoff action. I'm your host, John Losey. This is Losey's Locker Room. We cover many lacrosse and sporting events across the Midwest, mainly focusing on the sport of lacrosse, high school, and also college. I'd appreciate it if you get an opportunity to hit that subscribe button. YouTube tells me it means something, or people tell me it means something. I'm not sure what it means. But if you do click subscribe, it helps me, and you're not going to get any activity from me at all. I mean, it just means that I get more numbers. And I think if I get up to a certain number, it means more, but whatever. It doesn't really matter. But I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't mind. And then if worse comes to worse, if YouTube does stuff that I don't know about, then, you can always unsubscribe. But, and if you click notifications, when I go live, you will know when I go live and what I'm doing. So we're going to get this one started here. Minnesota Golden Gophers coming in here after that defeat to the University of Michigan, and the Michigan State Spartans with a tough loss to Notre Dame. They were in it most of the game and lost it towards the end. And now we're going to open this one up with a Minnesota win, and the Golden Gophers are going to open up shop in the offensive zone here. Early in this one, feed across. Oh, good save. In net for this game for the Spartans is Allison Brittbach. She sat in the last game, but unfortunately the Spartans, as they did often in the previous game, turn it over before they get an opportunity to clear. And Minnesota will get a second opportunity here in the offensive zone to open up the scoring. Beautiful day here in Ann Arbor, Michigan. And there's a turnover by Minnesota, but it's going to come right back to the Gophers. Minnesota making the long journey in here to Ann Arbor to battle today. Spartans, tough loss to Notre Dame, as I mentioned. 13-8. Spartans led that one 5-3. We're tied at 8. Feeds inside. Tough catch. Going to be kind of flipped out there, and this one should end up Spartans trouble with ground balls. Number 45 for the Spartans there is Bella Dudek. Bella is a senior from South Lyon. Only 2 seniors on the Spartan squad. Minnesota is led by number 24, Reese Christians, and also number 28, Sydney Chance Farley. They lead the team in points with 29 and 27 respectively. Look for them to do some damage today. But so far in this one, the Spartans, we're going to get a push on Minnesota. Nice job over there. Good work defensively by the Spartans. Vivian Renick. And now the Spartans are going to try to clear. We're going to get a bump and a push, and we're going to keep on running here. Michigan State can't run faster than the ball. There's a pass picked up by number 17, Kate Bushy. Feeds middle, in, nope, good patience, yep, nice job. Spartans offensively were extremely in, running through people and scoring. And the Spartans will take a 1-0 lead. Let's take a look at that replay, see how that went down. Just a good split. Here comes the slide. Going to run through that slide, cut back around 1, 2, 3, 4 Golden Gophers and still scores. I can't see the number in there, so I can't tell you who that was. But I can tell you that the Spartans lead this one 1-0. Hope everybody's having a great day. If you're with me earlier and you're following up for a double up, thank you. It takes a lot of fortitude to hang in there for a couple of lacrosse games. Ball out. Minnesota coming out of there with it. How does that happen? And so the Gophers now out on the break. They're going to throw it away. The over/under on turnovers today. Oh, we're going to hit the sidewall there of the window. Yeah, the over/under on turnovers has got to be 40. And there's another one. So let's see, that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A little unsettled situation for the Gophers as they look to try to tie this one up here. Feed. Ball out over here at the 30. That's Carly over there on the defensive end. Spartans pressing out. Spartans did a great job against Notre Dame in the first half. There's an errant pass coming out here. That's going to be offside, I imagine. Maybe not. Whoops. That's Abby Soriano with it. Spartans now, somebody's wide open right there in the middle of the cage. And that is way too late, but should have been a goal. And that's going to be a goal anyway. We're going to take this one all the way back, though. Watch this. And this is what you're talking about when you're playing lacrosse. Watch this. See that? Wide open. I mean, wide open. Wide open, wide open. Yet we're going to run 1, 2, 3 and still score. Yes, positive. Spartans lead this one 2-0. So the Spartans jump all over the Golden Gophers here and lead this one 2-0. As we sit with 10:56 remaining here in the first quarter. Couldn't see who that goal was by either. The sun kind of gets down in there and can't really see. And I don't have a spotter. I do have walkie-talkies, though. That's a clean win for the Spartans. And now Michigan State, that is Amanda Grenadier. Grenadier, around 4 Spartans, going to lose it. And so a turnover by the Spartans as they're going to head. And they're going to give it right back. And now the Spartans leading this one 2-0. Unsettled, man open again. Nobody there, no passing, shedding. Score? Ball? Anybody? Where is it? Goalie's got it. I was confused. You were confused. We were all confused. And that'll be an errant pass. And the Spartans will pick it up. Abby Losi with it. Abby goes back behind at the X. Spartan spacing is getting tighter and tighter. The same thing happened in the Notre Dame game. As the game went on, there's Carly. Carly taking a check. So Carly's going to get a 8-meter opportunity here. Carly had a goal in the first game. She's got 4 goals on the year, looking to make it number 5. Save, netminder. Can't see her number either, the goalie. That's going to be goalie interference on Abby Losi. As Abby was doing her job as a rider. Up, ball down, she just dropped that one. And now she's going to ride. And, whoops, sorry about that, folks. And we got lots of buttons here that we work. Cameras, tripods, And then the big board, which is what you're watching right now with our scoreboard. Oops, gosh darn it. Second game of the day, so we got itchy trigger fingers, I think. We'll find our groove, though. Don't you worry. All right, Spartan leads this one 2-0. 8:30 remaining here in the first quarter. This is the consolation game. And feeds. Oh, somebody was open again. And speeding in. Wow, that was some speed there. Great take on the inside. Vivian Riedink. Watch this again here, as this is just flat out speed. And no slide, way late, and that's an easy one. And the Spartans will jump all over the Golden Gophers and lead this one 3-0. Back-to-back games for the Spartans today. Never easy to do. And never easy to broadcast either. Kind of hungry. But we will definitely have a lunch after this one. Got to get home, as you've got Masters this afternoon. Be enjoying that. Number 21 at the X for the Spartans, Cassidy Yoder. Second on the team in goals, first in points. Let's see what happens here. Up in the air, Yoder is going to race after it. She's going to get it. And now Yoder feeds middle. And that's Bella Dudek with it. Bella Dudek with it. Errant pass. It's going to go up and above over Elena Bowman, but another turnover for the Golden Gophers as Dudek's got it. Spartans go yellow. And so you got Rienick 46, 8 Abby Losi, 45 down here, Bella Dudek. Rienick with it over the top there. Number 13 is Emma Carrier. She had a big goal in the first one with a great ride. 24, Elena Bowman. As the Golden Gophers press out defensively, which really should open up some lanes. And then as soon as that slide comes, that's when you feed the cutter. And so if you beat her, that should leave everybody wide open there. And here it comes right there. Pass, pass, pass. Nope, good take. All right, scores. Number 12 is Taylor Young. Let's see that one again. You actually had two people open on that one. Watch this, folks. So here it is. Watch. Here's the split, right? You got two people open there. You got in the middle, and then you got on the backside. And a good look and a good goal there by Taylor Young. And the Spartans lead this one 4-0 here early in the first. Minnesota had a rough go against the Wolverines this morning. So back at the draw, 22 for the Spartans is Jennifer McWithy, sophomore from Shelby Township, Michigan. She's got 12 goals in the season, 3 assists, 55 draws won, 50 draws lost, which is pretty good. 7:02 left here in the first. Women's college lacrosse club action. Right here on Losie's Locker Room, up in the air. Jennifer Withy, who's got it. Ground ball. Spartans have it. Spartans in the offensive zone with an opportunity to add to their 4-goal lead, except the ball is loose. And, oops, I don't have you on the screen, so I can't tell you anything. I'm going to get a whistle on the Lady Gophers. I'm not sure if they go by the Lady Gophers or not. I'm going to call them the Lady Gophers because I think that sounds cool. Lady Gophers, Lady Spartans. Lacrosse action. Pass the ball. All right. Spartans now with an opportunity here to tack on another one as they sit at 4-0. Go green, go white. Gophers pressing out, which is nice. Abby Losi with it. She's going to keep it, and she's going to go. Good feed. Nice job. That's going to be an assist and a... Oh, great save. Nice save by the netminder. She went down and got that one, but a good feed. And now Minnesota's going to look to try to clear, and I got a feeling that clearing is not a strength of the Gophers, unfortunately. Difficult thing to do. Spartans riding hard. Trouble here for the Gophers as they seem to be going in the wrong direction. No, they're going to get a bailout call there. Jennifer McWithy's got to get out of the way. And so now the Spartans looking to corner her. Now they got 3 on the ball. That's going to be a problem. I want to call timeout, coach. Coach? Yep, that's going to be picked up by the Spartans. That was a good place for a timeout for the coach. We like to talk about timely timeouts in lacrosse. And so the ball up top. Spartans 4-0. Over here, number 12, Taylor Young, who's already got 1 on the day. Gotta move it. Feeds backside to Abby Losi. She's going to go. She's got room if she hurries. Inside roll. Inside roll. Yep, there's that inside roll. Yep. Oh, nice save by the goaltender, but a good move. Great inside roll by Abby Losi. We'll stay here with the Spartans, I believe. And we will. As Vivian Renick's going to step through the soccer goal and get us back in play. Left hand. Oh, another good save. Goalie playing real well. Trying to get a number down there. 30, 20. I don't know. I can't tell. Anybody tell? We might have to zoom in on that goaltender because she's made 2 great saves. Spartans riding again. That's going to get poked. Where is it? Ball down. It's picked up. She's going to wheel it. Abby Losi. I can hear Chad Proctor. Chad Pastor, assistant coach for the Minnesota Golden Gophers. 3 minutes left. Spartans feeds. Nope, that was close. Spartans clearing out the middle there. Good pressure by Minnesota, but good patience by the Spartans. Vivian Renick with it. Gets the switch. Got to move it quickly. This is a game where the Spartans should just move it. Boom, boom, boom. Tic-tac-toe, quickly. Yeah, this is where it just... Balls can't go to die in your stick. Got to move it. And here we go. Abby Losi with it. She's going to go again. Try that inside roll again. Yep, there's that inside roll. Improves her angle. Gets checked. No call. I'm not sure how that happens, but the Spartans decide to pull it out. In. Got it. Top shelf. Good take inside. Great patience by the Spartans. And they're going to add another one to the scoreboard. And you can see it right here. Just a lot of space. And a good take inside goes top shelf. And the Spartans are going to take a 5-0 lead here as Elena Bowman finds the back of the net. And this game is all Spartans early here as they lead it 5-0 early against the Golden Gophers from Minnesota. For Elena Bowman, Ann Arbor, Michigan. She's coming home. Probably an easy drive here. Well, she came from Michigan State, so it doesn't make any sense. But an easy drive for her family and or friends who live in the Ann Arbor area. Her 6th goal on the season. So back at the X here. Spartans have fared extremely well here at the draw. Carly's going to have that one. Carly's going to look. Oh, nice play. Good play by Carly. Yep. And then I'll go over to the Spartans. But a nice job by Carly. You can see her spin out of that one. Watch that one again here. Let's get a little Carly action here for grandparents listening. See her spin there. And now head up. Perfect. That is exactly what you want to do. And now the Spartans are going to have the ball on the restart. So 5-0. And we're going to run through people, and we're going to get through them. What are we going to get? Offsides? We're going to get the official communicating to a player. Offside? Penalty. We're going to get a cross-check on number 7. She's not too keen on it. Minnesota coach not too keen on it as well. I'm going to keep this angle here. And so the Spartans here leading this one 5-0 on the Golden Gophers. 33 there is Maria Canton. She is from Rochester Hills, Michigan. We're going to get an 8-meter. Minnesota girls getting a little frustrated, I can tell. But Maria Canton, junior midfielder's got an opportunity here. And this one is where you want to improve your angle by putting it in your left hand. Oh, good feed, though. Look at that. Nice job, but a great save. Smart play by Maria Canton. A nice job and a great feed as she hit Olivia Shaw. And a great save by the goaltender for the Golden Gophers, who's really played well. There's a pass over there on the sideline. Minnesota looking to try to clear. Ball all the way down here. It's going to be a race for it, which isn't a bad play, to be honest with you. When you're struggling with the clear, you know, if you've got a faster player than the defender, you can just throw it and let them run after, and that's exactly what happened there. I don't think that was intentional, but it worked out as the Gophers now finally get an opportunity here to score. Ian, nice move, number 8, going to fire wide. That's Sophia Kazuki. Not sure. Didn't get any pronunciations from the Golden Gopher athletic department. And so we're just going to wing it with the names. In, tough angle. Way to pull it out. Back behind, Gophers with it. Little ball fake. Number 7. Good defense by the Spartans. That's Haley Critchett. She's got 7 goals on the year for the Golden Gophers. 11's got it there. That's Lauren Rice. Can't butcher that one. Ball comes out. Feed middle. Oh, did it go in? It did. How about that? That was just fortunate for the Gophers. Watch this. It comes out. It's just going to hit a stick or two and then trundle towards the goal. And Allison Brittbach could not corral it. And the Gophers are going to get on the scoreboard here. And now we're going to sit at 5-1. 7 seconds left, 2 in the quarter. That was a very fortuitous bounce for the Gophers. And who would they give that goal to? I'm going to guess they're going to give it to whoever passed it, the original pass, because it never reached anybody. So 7 seconds left here in the first quarter. 5-1. Spartans lead it. Back at the draw. Up in the air. Who's going to win it? Won by the Spartans. Amanda Grandier. She's going to pick it up. But that will do it for the end of the first quarter. All Michigan State Spartans as they lead this one 5-1 over the Minnesota Golden Gophers. You're listening to live Women's Club Lacrosse action here on Losey's Locker Room. I'm your host, John Losey. Thanks for tuning in. I'm going to take a quick break. I'll be back in about a minute, and we'll pick up the second quarter action here live, Ann Arbor, Michigan, Club Lacrosse, Losey's Locker Room. And we're back. Ann Arbor Pioneer High School. I'm not sure what their nickname is. Ann Arbor Pioneer. They can't be the Pioneers. I'm not sure. But we are in Ann Arbor. The University of Michigan. The big house is right in my sight lines. I could maybe get the camera to swing all the way over there. Unfortunately, I think, well, you know what, let's just take a peek here. Since we're here, let's see if we can zoom out enough. But we're going to hit the side wall here of the window. We'll get around it. Wait. Can you see it over there? Yeah, I think you can see it, can't you? There it is over there. That's the big house. As we sit perched up, but you can't see the big block M, unfortunately. It's right there, right in where we are. So maybe at halftime we'll see what we can do. Get you guys a little flavor for where we are. But let's get back to the lecture at hand. Snoop Dogg reference for all you listening at home. Start of the second. Spartans Gophers women's club lacrosse action here on Losie's Locker Room. Thanks for tuning in. We're going to get Michigan State moving players in and out, and so that is going to be a turnover before the quarter even starts. As a procedure penalty, looks like Michigan State had people going in and out. And so now the Spartans will start this second quarter on defense, leading this one 5-1 on the campus of Ann Arbor Pioneer High School. Gophers with it. Spartans content just to sit back. Number 5 there for the Gophers. Ellie Holt. It's going to stay here. Nope, it's going to go over to the Spartans as Michigan State is going to force that turnover. Right in your living room is number 44 for the Spartans, Addison Klimchek. And shot scores! Boy, oh boy, how about that one for the Spartans? Let's take a look at that one. That was a lot of running. And here it is, coast to coast. Camera struggled a little bit. Buckets. And a nice job there by Michigan State. Didn't see the number, couldn't catch it. But a good take, and the Spartans are going to lead this one now 6-1. A lot of ruckus going on somewhere here close, as I can hear. A lot of talking, chanting, cheering. So back at the face-off circle. Up in the air, Cassidy, Yoder for the Spartans, I believe, but a ground ball win for the Gophers. On the sideline, we're going to get a call. Gophers are going to keep it. The Eagle has landed as the play call out of the Golden Gopher bench. But I do like the seriousness of the Golden Gopher staff and squad. Feet on the cutter. Nice cut. Ooh, that's going to be a penalty. No call. Whoa, that was a gift for no call. Spartans coming out of there with it. And they're going to feed middle. And here they go off to the races. Is Bella Dudek with it. Dudek into the offensive zone. Ball down again, and a unforced turnover for the Spartans. As now the Gophers are going to look to try to clear, which they will do so. And the Gophers will get it in to the offensive zone, where they will look to chop into this Spartan 6-1 lead in. Nothing doing. Nice job, way not to force it. Spartans back. Good feed. Good cut. Oh, nice play. That was pretty. 22 is going to find the back of the net, but that was a great feed and a great cut. Let's watch that one again as Olivia Jones. Watch the cut here. No Spartan in sight. Unsure where that defense was in that situation. And the Spartans lost 22, and she's going to find the back of the net. And that, I got to tell you, it happened a handful of times in the Notre Dame game. Spartans just people not around. Notre Dame scored 3 straight goals, having a player just in the middle, right in the middle of the defense in front of the net. Catch it, turn it, score. So Lauren Stark is in goal. I just saw number 26, so a shout out to her. She's made a couple of real nice saves early in this one, but we sit at 6-2. Spartans in the lead over the Gophers. Ball down. Who's got it? Carly runs into somebody. Whoops, and we're going to go the wrong way again. And now Minnesota. And you can tell that the Gophers are well coached. No question about that, because you can see that, they're starting everything from X, which is really what you need to do, especially in women's lacrosse. And you can see when they have somebody clear, their goal is to try to get that ball to X and start the offense from behind. And so you can see what they do here is they're just going to spread out. They got a little ISO. Spartans are just going to double, feed inside, didn't get it. We're going to get a push. Nope, we're going to get a crease. Crease call on the Gophers. So the Gopher player stepped inside the crease area, which is the goalie's area. Up, there's a good catch. Spinning, got the double, unfortunately. We're going to get it clear. Dang it. Ball up, picked up by the Spartans. Racing into the offensive zone is Michigan State. Nope. There's a... Oh, whoa. Hello, Yoder. What a take by Yoder. She's going to find the back of the net. Watch this one here. We'll zoom it in. She's going to split cut back. Falling down, gets rid of it, and goes top shelf. Cassidy Yoder out of Brentwood, Tennessee. She had 3 in the first game, which was the hat trick. And she picks up another one here. Number 43 on the season for Yoder. And we're back at the X. Yoder at the face-off circle now. Nope, that's Jennifer Withy. Withy is not going to win it. The Gophers will. We're going to get a call as Amanda goes down. Grenadier, number 2. We're going to get the call on Amanda, and she's going to go off. And so now the Gophers take it back. Take it back now. And so now the Gophers are going to have a man-up opportunity here. They trail this one 6-2. And I can just hear the coaching staff of the Golden Gophers calling out overload. This means they're going to put more players on one side of the field. Oh, that is a good pass. What a pass. Zip that one in there, and that's how you make a pass. And the Gophers are finding life. Watch this one. This is one of the better passes I've seen today. Watch this. Zip that one in there. Great catch. That was from top, and that's hard to do. But when you put the mustard on it like that, nice job. And the Gophers starting to gain a little confidence, I think. And why not? As we sit at 7-3 here in the third. Sorry, the second, not the third. So Spartans have gone a little stagnant here on the offensive end. Yoder did get that goal early. But the Golden Gophers lead this quarter 2-1. Another win for the Gophers. Ball down. Who's got it? Carly's open. This is where we could pass it. Off to the races. People have got to be open. And she's going to lose it. We're going to get a call, however, and we're going to stay here with the ball. As Ashley Toth going to get a time here, official time. So Toth has got it. Toth's going to go to Yoder. Good communication also by the Golden Gophers. Big spacing here for the Spartans. Under 10 minutes here in the half. Michigan State leading the Golden Gophers 7-3. Olivia Shaw with it. She's going to feed Vivian Renick. There's Carly looking to screen, didn't get it. Back behind, Yoder. Yoder all day. Yep, that's trouble. Yep, good take as Yoder just uses her speed to find the back of the net. She's got two. Watch it here. This is just way too much room. This is what I thought the Spartans would do a little bit more of in the second half against Notre Dame, but that one is an easy one for Cassidy Yoder. And the Spartans add to their lead as we sit at 8-3. We've got whistles and some discussions going on. Not sure what the focal point of the discussions are. The officials coming out to have a conversation. I could probably zoom in if you guys want to. Let's go ahead and do it. Let's just move it over here, and then we'll go a little zoom action. Maybe we can read some lips. There's the powwow. I have no idea what possibly they could be discussing. Could be the Masters, could be the Michigan football team's upcoming season. NBA playoffs around the corner, could be that. I don't know what we're going to be able to gather from watching them from a distance at the table. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to take a quick break here. I'm going to take a break, and then we'll come back. You can see it on the screen. But I'm going to take a quick break, and we'll be back here as we're just waiting to see what the call was. Spartans leading this one 8-3 here in Ann Arbor, Michigan. Women's Club Lacrosse action on Losie's Locker Room. Be right back. All right, we're back. Women's Club Lacrosse action here on Losie's Locker Room. I'm not sure what that discussion was all about, but the game is going to resume at the face-off draw. Cassidy Yoder just scored for the Spartans to increase their lead back to 5. And at the draw now is, I believe that's Yoder or McWithy. They're going to give the ball to the I don't know. We got a procedure on the Spartans. I believe they had too many players on the field. This game is going off the tracks quickly. Yeah, Spartans had too many. No, they did not have too many. Yeah, they had too many on the field. Spartans had too many on the field. Give the ball to the Gophers. And now Carly's going to come off. And so now we're taking more players off the field. And now they're going to get the ball. All right. Well, at least the game is going to start again, which is positive. Gophers with it. Spartans are going to be player down, I believe. And yes, they are. All right. So the Gophers with an opportunity here to chop into that Spartan lead. And they're going to take it there and run into people. Good feed. Just an errant pass. And you can see, even when someone's open, if you don't hit them in the right spot, and then it's difficult for them to catch it. And that was a perfect example. And Maria Canton is going to run. We're going to get 12 for the Gophers, is going to head off into the box. That's Crimson Keycall. Keycall is going to go into the box. So now I've got one Spartan in the box, and I've got 2 Gophers in the box. And now the Spartans are going to look to try to clear. It's Bella Dudek with it, 45, wheeling herself into the middle of the field. Somebody's got to be open. And that's not the one. And so a unforced turnover by the Spartans. Ball is back up top. And now the Gophers up on the sideline. This one's a tough one to follow. It's going to go back to the Spartans. Spartans feed the middle. Vivian's going to speed into the offensive zone. Somebody's open. Pass the ball. Nope. Again, Spartans missing opportunities of cutters. In, all alone, no slide, and that's a goal. Nice take inside as Yoder is going to score again. Let's see if we can catch that replay. Yep, we're going to catch it there, but, that's just ball watching and Gophers not crashing as they should, and Yoder's going to find the back of the net. And now the Spartans take a 6-goal lead and lead it 9-3. As we head back to the face-off circle with 7:55 remaining in the half. This will be the final game of the season for the Michigan State Spartans. Win this one, and they finished 500. Up in the air, Yoder, loose ball, nice ground ball. Good job by Renick. That was a very good ground ball, and that's how you want to do it. You scoop through it. You don't try to grab it. You scoop through it, but unfortunately, Spartans are peeling it back, which is fine. Somebody's got to be open. Feeds middle. One more. Good. Spartans now in the offensive zone. Cutters. Going to keep it here and watch a little of the action for you as they're going to spin it around. Spartans leading this one 9-3. Renick with it. She's going to try and run through folks. Ball up and a turnover. Ball down. Good ride by the Spartans. But nice pickup there by number 11 for the Golden Gophers, which is Lauren Rice. Take it all the way to X. Good pass. And now the Gophers will have an opportunity with 6:32 remaining in the half. Spartans leading the Gophers here 9-3. Number 1 for the Spartans there, doing a great job defensively. Ball down, who's got it? Audrey Bremer had it, and here we go. Spartans now off to the races. Yep, they're going to lose it, unfortunately. Another unforced turnover for the Spartans. And now the Gophers will have another opportunity here. And this is what plagued the Spartans in the Notre Dame game earlier. They'd make a good defensive stand and then turn it over before they even get the clear. The Gophers are going to kill off this penalty here. Nice little give and go. Didn't get through. Picked up by the Spartans. And now Michigan State's going to fire it. Nobody there. And that one's going to get all the way down and picked up by the Gophers. And so that'll be another turnover for the Spartans. It's just an errant pass back to the middle, but it's not going to work. Nope. Going to go back and forth. It's like a tennis match. Spartans now racing into the offensive zone. As Aubrey Bremer's got it. Somebody needs a helper. People are open, and Cassidy Yoder had it. Goes to Bremer. Bremer going to go back to Yoder. Spartans trying to kill off this penalty. I'll give the bird's eye view up top here, simply because the spacing is so wide. Slide is late. Oh, nice save, though. Wait, she can't grab it with her hand, but she did. Yeah, they're going to let that one go. You really can't grab it with your hand, but she did. But, okay, that's fine. We're all friends here, I guess. It's for the love of the game. In the corner, Gophers trying to clear. Spartans riding hard. Long pass. That's going to scoot through. Saved in by the Spartans. Picked up another ground ball by Renick. She has really been the Hoover vacuum cleaner in this game, as she's been cleaning up ground balls all afternoon. Nobody's covering 8, and they might want to pass it. Nope, they're going the wrong way. Yep, another cut, another not passed. And there's a nope. And the Spartans are going to turn it over, unforced turnover. And now the Gophers are going to try, and we're going to get a check there as Yoder's going to knock that girl down. Right down here in the corner. Spartans riding hard. Gophers trying to clear. 9-3 in this one. Ball down again, and that's going to be a turnover and a check. And now the Spartans are going to run as Kate Bouchy's got it. She'll take it to X. Shot. That's a turnover because the angle was too difficult. Nice catch as the Gophers are going to head upfield. They got numbers. If they wait a second, the backside's wide open. She's in and gets it. Nice job by the Gophers, and that's just a direct result of Michigan State's turnover. Let's see that one again right there. Yep, just beat her man and finds the back of the net. And the Gophers chop the Michigan State lead to 5. Lovely afternoon here. Ann Arbor Pioneer High School in Ann Arbor. Back-to-back games, always difficult, and the Spartans are doing just that. They lead this one 9-4 with 2 minutes remaining here in the half. Hope everybody's enjoying their afternoon, having a great weekend. Thanks for tuning in. I'm John Losey. This is my YouTube channel, Losey's Locker Room, for all things lacrosse and other sporting events and whatnot. Spartans will win that draw. Amanda Grenadier, and that's going to be out of bounds. That'll go over to the Spartans. That's just a simple pass that is not caught. Oh, they're going to keep it here. Well, that was a gift. So Spartans with it offensively are going to set up shop in the offensive zone, leading here 9-4. I'm going to keep this angle right here for a bit. Spartans lost to Notre Dame in the first one. Amanda Grenadier looking to go, but good defense and another errant pass. And now off to the races goes the Golden Gophers, and that'll be just an errant pass as well. This one's going to get all the way down to Allison Breitbach. Good pass. Good look there, and off to here come the Spartans. Kate Bushy with it. She's going to run through people, and there's 5 Gophers over there, but she smartly pulls it out and gets it back behind an X, but unfortunately that ball is going to get dropped and goes out of bounds as Abby Soriano could not handle the pass. And now the Spartans are going to look to ride, and a good outlet pass by the goaltender. Yeah, that's going to be a Gopher turnover. As we under 1 minute remaining here in the first half, Spartans leading this one 9-4. And Michigan State players wide open. As you missed that one, again, it's kind of what happens with a lot with the Spartans is you got players that are open, and that's the thing about lacrosse. I mean, if someone's free, they're only free for a second, right? A lot of these situations, Spartans are free for more than a couple of seconds, but unfortunately, if the player doesn't have their head up and looking to pass, they can't find him. Yoder going, shot, right, hits the cage. That was a follow-through that hit that girl in the face, and it should be a penalty, unfortunately. We're going to get to see that one again. Hope she's okay, but you're going to see it come up right there. You see the stick? Yep, came right through, and that's a penalty. And the officials should talk about this one because that was as clear as day on the follow-through. As not intentional, of course not, and not a malicious play by Yoder. She took the shot, but just on the follow-through, the stick hit the Minnesota defender, number 23, Skylar Scott. 12 ground balls on the season. She's going to be okay as she just took one in the noggin. She'll shake off the cobwebs. No call, however, as the officials completely missed that one. Unclear how you could miss that one if someone shoots and then the person covering them instantly goes down grabbing their face. But sometimes calls are made, sometimes calls are not. In that case, it was not, but we got 7 seconds left here in the half. Spartans with it up top with Abby Soriano, number 6. Spartans need to do something pretty quick here if they're going to try to get another one before the halftime horn. Soriano with it is just going to spin around and go underhanded, and that is a shot that did not get to the cage, and that'll do it here. Halftime. Game 2, women's college lacrosse on Losey's Locker Room. I'm John Losey. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Spartans lead this one 9-4 over the Minnesota Golden Gophers. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back for halftime festivities. We'll talk a little about the game before we start the second half here on Losey's Locker Room. Spartans 9, Golden Gophers 4. All right, we're back, folks. Live, Ann Arbor, Michigan. Women's Club Lacrosse. Michigan State Spartans leading the Minnesota Golden Gophers in this one. 9-4 as we start the third quarter of action. Spartans jumped all over the Gophers and have never trailed in this one. But the Gophers have had some opportunities here and played fairly well coming in down the stretch, picking up a couple of goals. And let's get this one started here. Second half action. Spartan Lacrosse here on Losey's Locker Room. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. John Losey. We got to get to the third quarter here. I'm going to change that halftime thing in 1 second. I should have done that earlier, but I got a little sidetracked talking to some of the parents down in the stands. Minnesota's going to win the opening draw of the second half and look to try to chop into this Spartan lead as the Spartans have led all game. Golden Gophers didn't play poorly in that first half, just some early turnovers led to some easy Spartan goals. Cassidy Yoder had 2 for the Spartans. Brittbach goes out there. Nice play. Good play. Let's do a quick replay and watch the netminder there. Brittbach here is going to step up. We're going to keep this one here, and we're going to get to see a little, look at step into it. Nice defense there. Good play. That one's going to go out of bounds. And so we're going to stay here, though, unfortunately, as the Spartans turned it over once again. Oh, that's going to be just a loss. That one out of the stick. Brittbach's out. Spartans going to pick up the ground ball, working her out of bounds, out of our screen, now back in our screen. And good wheels. That was Sophia Ryan running with it, but unfortunately the Spartans will turn it over once again. And now the Golden Gophers will look, and they're going to lose it. Who's got it? Ball down, picked up by Yoder. Yoder's got it. And down goes another turnover for the Spartans. So we are not 2 minutes in, and the Spartans have turned it over 3 times, and the Gophers now turned it over 3 times. So that's 6 turnovers in an extremely short amount of time, which no lacrosse coach wants to see. Yoder's got it in the corner. They're just doing a little corner dance. Yoder's going to push off. She's going to lead in. She's going to go. Feeds. Got it. Grenadier. Point blank. Good save by the goaltender. I'll tell you, she has done a nice job in cage for the Gophers. Good slide there by the Golden Gophers. Grenadier fires left-handed. That's an easy save for the goaltender, as Amanda goes left-handed, which was nice, but a good save. There's an errant pass. Who's going to pick it up? Sophia is going to run over it and not get it. So that was a perfect example there. And there's another ground ball that's going to be popped out. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't even keep track. They're going to give it right back again. This is the definition, if anyone ever hears me use the term sloppy joes, sloppy joes, this is exactly what it is. And so now the Gophers will look to clear. And there's some discussion going on, but I'm going to guess now. Let's see, 4, 8. We're going to have 8 turnovers in the first 3 minutes of the game, and the clock's running. Oh, no, it stopped. As the temperature and the sun drops. But we are live. This is Losey's Locker Room. If you're just tuning in, thank you so much for stopping in and seeing us. If before you log off you could hit subscribe, I would appreciate it. It means something in the YouTube world. I've yet to figure it out, but I just ask people to do it because that's what I'm supposed to do. At least that's what all the influencers tell me. Well, you need followers. Feed middle, nobody there. Ground ball up, down, up, down. Yoder's going to take a hit. I'm going to keep it here in this angle. Ball's going to come out again. It's going to be picked up, and now Yoder's got it on the sidelines. Going to go back, looking, feeding. There we go. There's a good little tic-tac-toe play. Nice job. As Amanda Grenadier is going to score. Good feed. Number 12 is Taylor Young. Good look, good feed, catch, and score. And the Spartans strike first in the second half and now lead it 10-4 here in Ann Arbor, Michigan. I'd like to tell you what the next game is for the Spartans, but sadly, there are none. The season finale. Championship game coming up next. Unfortunately, no one is going to be able to see it because I will not, unfortunately, be broadcasting that. I've got a previous engagement, and I'm really here for the Spartans. Go green, go white. But we try to keep it clean for everybody, keep it nice, keep it fair. Spartans now with it again, leading this one 10-4. All Spartans. Minnesota made a little bit of a run early in the second quarter where they picked up a couple of goals. But other than that, has been all Spartans. I'm going to keep you on this angle. Makes it a little bit easier. In, Vivian goes left hand. I like it. I love the left. Love the left. Love the left. Good feedback side. Shot there. Smoke show. And the Spartans add one more. Let's take a look at that replay. And that's just nice play. Great job. Vivian Renick did a great job because she peeled it back. There was nothing there. She could have ran through people, found Taylor Young, and Taylor Young found the back of the net. Taylor Young now with her 10th goal on the season. And the Spartans add one more. And now we'll make it 11-4. Back at the draw circle. Spartans done a decent job at the draw today. Yoder is going to feed Carly, and Carly with a good catch. And they're going to feed over here to this side again, and now it's almost like a replay. Spartans dropping it. Good pickup by the goaltender. And an unforced turnover by the Spartans. It's going to put our total for the quarter at probably 5 for the Spartans, 5 for the Golden Gophers. Good ride by the Spartans. Errant pass. Ball down in the middle. Renick's in. She's in. Oh, good back check. Held it for too long. That's one where you can shoot it sooner. You don't have to run right up next to the goaltender. I mean, as soon as you get daylight, just plant and fire as you would on an 8-meter. But sometimes the ladies think they got to get right next to the person or the goalie. Here's a ball down, coming out. Yoder's got it. They wanted the double. Give it up. Errant pass. Abby Losey's got it over there. She's kicking it around. She'll come up with it. Spartans lead this one 11-4. Carly's got it. Carly needs to move it. Yep. Spacing, feed. Got to go left hand. She does go left hand and scores. See? Perfect. She wanted to go right, but she smartly goes left, and a good catch. Watch this one again. She's got it in her right hand. Switches it right there. Yep. Nice job. Because in no way, shape, or form could she have gotten that shot off if she kept it in her left hand. Absolutely not. And that was a great, great job. Nice job by the Spartans, and we're going to get a timeout here as the Golden Gophers Brain Trust are going to want to talk about this one as they have fallen quickly behind 12-4. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back after this timeout. I'd say a word from our sponsors, but we don't have any, so we're just going to take a quick break anyway, and we'll be right back here. You're watching Women's Club Lacrosse here on Losey's Locker Room. I'm John Losey. Spartan leads this one 12-4. All right, we're back live and in action. Ann Arbor Pioneer High School, Ann Arbor, Michigan. Spartans leading the Golden Gophers in this one. And we're back at the X. It's been all Spartans in this half. As they have dominated at the X, every offensive possession, and a ton of turnovers. There's no question about that. We cannot downplay the turnover situation. Here we go again. Ball down. Dudick. Dudik's got it. Nice job. And now the Spartans will go on offense again in this one. Feeds middle. Oh, good save. Nice save by the netminder. As Amanda Grenadier fired and Abby Soriano back behind. There's Dudick with it. Ball down. What are we going to get here? Call. We're going to get an 8-meter opportunity here for Olivia Shaw. She's got 9 goals on the year, looking to make it 10 here with an opportunity to put the Spartans up by yet another one. Fires. Oh, it trundled in. She got a piece of it. Let's watch that one again. Unfortunately for the Minnesota goaltender. You watch it here, but Lauren Stark's going to get a piece of it, and it just trickled in. She got a piece of it, but a good goal by Olivia Shaw. That'll make number 10 on the season for her. And the Spartans add yet another goal and now lead this one 13-4. And it appears the Golden Gophers running out a little running out of gas here. Similar to this broadcaster, I think, to a certain degree, but I'll find my second wing and I'll bring us home. No question about it. I got you, folks. Anybody who's made it this long with me today deserves my best, as always, and that's what you're going to get. Good ground ball, picked up. Dudick with it. Duke of Earl. Spartans offensive zone. Going to set up. And they have won every draw so far in this half, which makes it very difficult for the Gophers to get back into this one. Grenadiers in, hits the post. We're going to get a call, whistle, ball down. Nope, I thought we had a whistle. It's going to go back to Green right here on the sidelines. I thought I heard a whistle. Did you? 33 over here is Maria Canton. Goes to 24. Elena Bowman. Bowman back behind. And 7:28 remaining. One more goal will head us to a running clock situation, which nobody wants, but if it happens, it happens. Good spin move. Canton with it. Feeds. Amanda. Another good save. Rebound. Soriano. No. Ball down in front. Batted ahead. We're going to get a crease violation on Dudek. And the Gophers are going to get an opportunity to clear. But the goaltender, again, doing a great job for the Golden Gophers. There's a ball down here in the middle, scooped up Spartans, and the Golden Gophers are struggling now mightily just to clear. We'll zoom it in here. Spartans back up top as we hit coming up on the 6-minute mark here in this one. Spartans leading this one right from the jump, looking to add to their lead as they look like they are going prime for a victory. Shaw is in. She's going to shoot. Shouldn't shoot because the whistle blew. The officials don't like that ever, nor do opposing coaches. Because if the whistle blew, you need to stop play. Don't shoot on the goaltender. So right back at it. This might be a replay here for Olivia Shaw. And she's in, fires wide. So Olivia Shaw could not do the double up. And it'll stay here with Michigan State with 5:41 remaining in the third. Spartans leading the Golden Gophers here. Women's club lacrosse action. Consolation game. Ooh, Amanda takes one right to the noggin. That one hurt. Oof. We're going to look at that one again just because it was so violent. Let's watch this one again here. She's going to split dodge right here. And bam. That is a cross check right to the noggin. And so Amanda Grenadier is going to get an 8-meter here with an opportunity to put the Spartans up by 10. In. Nope, 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 and no call. That's a situation where you almost just want to set your feet and fire. Got it there, but that ball don't lie as Amanda gets it on the second time on the comeback. And the Spartans will get to that 10-goal lead. Here it is. She gets up, fixes herself, finds it. Good pass, and buckets. So we're going to jump to running clock here, and the Spartans now lead it by 10. Championship game coming up after this one. The Michigan Wolverines against the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, with a chance to move on to Wichita, Kansas, and the national playoffs for girls club lacrosse. Spartans were in it, thought they had a shot against Notre Dame, and they did have a shot, but unfortunately way too many turnovers for the Spartans to close out that deal. Good ground ball, nice pickup, feeds Carly. Carly's not going to catch it. Ball coming out, and here come the Gophers speeding into the offensive zone as we had 4 minutes remaining in this one. Number 24, the Golden Gophers. Is Mackenzie Dubinsky. Dubinsky had it. In. Good defense by the Spartans. Back up top, 25. Ellie Fuchs. Michigan State matching up defensively. There's Fuchs again. Fuchs is going. Fires. Ooh, post. First appearance by Mr. and Mrs. Post. The iron was not kind for Miss Fuchs on that one. Oh, good fake. Boy, the fake, everyone bought into it. But unfortunately, there was no one there to catch it. And now the Spartans off to the races. Don't have numbers. This one's one you should pull out, pull it back, and turnover. See? I mean, it's just, you know, it's hard. I mean, you run so far, and you don't need to, right? I mean, the ball moves faster than the player running with it. And so now what? Now you ran all the way down there. Now you run all the way back to play defense. Makes it so difficult and so taxing, and you just exert so much energy that isn't necessary. We're going to call on Carly. So Carly played a little O-lady there, and she's got to be getting fatigued. She's been out there giving it her all the entire game, this game and the previous game. And so an 8-meter opportunity here for the Gophers to chop this to under 10, which for all of us, got it. Good shot there, number 11 for the Golden Gophers. We can watch that one again on the replay and give a shout out to her, which is at Lauren Rice. Here's Lauren. She's going to step in a little skipper. Skip to the tulips, and she's going to find the back of the net. And for Lauren Rice, that is goal number 13 on the season. And the Golden Gophers get on the scoreboard here in the second half and chop the Spartan lead to 14-5. For all of us watching at home and in the stands, it also removes the running clock situation. I don't know what I'm going to have for lunch. Because, well, it's really not lunchtime. What time is it? Is it 4 yet? 3:34. Been here since 10 a.m. Good ground ball by the Golden Gophers. And the Gophers have somebody open again. And that's just too late. I'd love just to take replays and be able to stop the game. And you can on the replay, I guess, or if we rewatched it. But I don't think the Golden Gophers want me to break down their film for them. But they can use the film to break down themselves. Right on Losey's locker room, where it will be housed. I don't know, forever? Would it be forever? Probably not. I mean, eventually. Spartans now. God, that was a good look. Oh, that almost got through anyway. It did get through. Ball coming out. That's a pass. It should really go back to the Spartans. But it's not going to. It's going to stay here. I'm going to get a timeout by Minnesota. She's trying to call timeout. You know, I got to say, the Minnesota, you can see the building blocks, right? I'm not sure how long the club's program has been in existence or with the existing coaching staff, but I know that one of the assistants is Chad Pastor, who was actually Coach of the Year for the women here in Michigan last year in high school. And so Chad's now coaching for the Gophers. I got to make sure I go over and see him. That's going to be an errant pass, and that's going to get out of bounds, and that's going to be an unforced turnover. Minnesota player touched it. How is that? I guess Minnesota touched it. Didn't see it. 22 seconds left here in the third quarter. Spartans all over the Gophers in this one. And off to the races. Now's an opportunity to go because there's only 9 seconds left. Feeds middle, nobody there, and that's going to do it here and end of the half. Ends the third quarter. That'll be the horn, and the Spartans will continue to lead this one 14-9 at the end of the third. You're watching live women's lacrosse club action on Losey's Locker Room. I'm your host, John Losey. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back for the exciting conclusion of this one as we'll start the fourth quarter once we come back from this short timeout. And we're back. Fourth quarter upon us. Put those four fingers in the air as we hit the fourth quarter of this Division I women's club lacrosse battle between the Spartans of Michigan State and the Golden Gophers from Minnesota. I'm your host, John Losey. Thanks for joining me. Anybody who's followed both games today, you deserve a gold star. And I'm thinking that maybe Carly's grandparents could be the only ones out there who have held on for this long for both games. Ball up in the air. Who's going to pick it up? Spartans coming out of there with it. And they will win the first draw here in the second half, or in the fourth quarter. Not really sure about a lot of things right now other than the fact that I'm hungry. And the Spartans lead it 14-5. Dudek with it. Dudek looking. Head up, cut or no. Feeds backside. Nothing there. Absolutely nothing there. It should be almost a charge, I think, but it won't be. But again, let's watch that one again real quick. Real quick here. So watch this. So what is she going to do even if she catches it? Nothing. There's nothing she can do with that one, so that's why that pass doesn't matter. But she's going to get a bailout here, and we're going to get an opportunity for a goal and a good save. I tell you, the goaltender has played very, very well in this game, all things considered. And now the Gophers are going to lose it, and we're going to go back the other way for the Spartans. We're going to get a push on the Gophers, and the Spartans will take over. Top right on your screen, right underneath the Lax Losi logo. She stepped out of bounds. Did she? What happened? Whistles, talking, backing up. Yellow card? We've got a penalty on Minnesota, number 7. The Minnesota coach not happy, and she probably shouldn't be, as Haley Critchurch is going to go into the box, and now the Spartans are going to have a man-up opportunity here, which hopefully they move the ball. Nope. And Spartans looking to add to their lead if they get back to a 10-goal lead. There's a feed in the middle. Oh, high. Spartan, is going to go the other way as Yoder looks in disbelief back behind the cage, going, how are you calling it that way? I was closer, sir. We could go back on the replay, but we're not going to. There's 3 people over in that corner. Nothing to see there. Back this one out. Back into the middle of the field. We've lost our situation here, folks. We're going to flip this off. Get back on. Hopefully that'll reconnect. And we did. It's interesting. So I'm finding out a lot of things about the equipment. Sometimes after long periods of usage, some of our technical equipment, we've got to flip the switch. Maybe I should just do that like at timeouts. Turn it off, turn it back on. Then I won't face that sheer panic that I always face when I have to stand up and try to manually move the camera, which just makes it really hard. Ball down, picked up. Let's zoom in over here. It's coming out. Minnesota with it. Where is it? 4 Spartans on the ball. Ball down. Sloppy Joes. Sloppy Joes. Spartans now looking to clear. Allison Brightback fed the middle, and now the Spartans with it. Middle, there they go. Okay, I'll take that. Could be a break if they hurry. There's got to be people open. Yoder should go get it. Now feed it again. And we got multiple people wide open all over the place here. Yoder with it. So 11:42 here in this one. There it is, here it is, here it is. Feeds Abby Losi. Abby Losi! Yes, sir, right on cue. Nice job. As Abby Losi is going to find the back of the net. Let's take a look at that one again. And you can see the defense break down there. Nice job. Good recognition by Abby. And she's going to find the back of the net, and the Spartans get back to that 10-goal lead at 15-5. And the Minnesota Golden Gophers are going to call a timeout here as we have 11:24 left in this one. They're going to take a break, and we're going to do the same. There's some conversations going on with the captains over here. I'm not going to speculate on anything, but we're going to take a quick break, and we will be right back here, continuing the fourth quarter here. Club lacrosse action, Michigan State leading Minnesota 15-5 here on Losi's Locker Room. Thanks for tuning in, everybody, and we'll be right back. All right, we're back a little early as my Lax Losi timer was not in sync with the officials and the timeout. All right, back at the face-off circle. Spartans leading this one 15-5 over the Golden Gophers from the great state of Minnesota. And the Gophers are going to win that one out of the timeout, so timeout very effective as they end up securing a draw, and will have a chance here in the offensive end of the field where they have not spent a ton of time in this half. There's a feed, unfortunately, that didn't connect. Good ground ball for the Spartans. And now Michigan State feeds. See, it's just those little tiny things right there. Sorry, folks, we missed that when I was watching it live. Or not live, but not in my monitor. And so now the Golden Gophers will get a second chance here to get on the scoreboard in this fourth quarter. Oh, we are in the fourth quarter. What are you doing, guy? Come on. Come on, you're better than that. Let's get that fourth quarter up there. Someone's turning in going, this game is still going on? It's got to be the fourth quarter. And it is. You are correct. Good defense by the Spartans. And that's a ball down. Scooped. Back behind Minnesota now as we hit the 10-minute mark. Number 22 out there for Minnesota, Olivia Jones. Goes back to Olivia Jones, no good. She picks it up though. Ellie Fuchs, 25. Good communication. That's a good talking. Number 14 there is Peyton Murphy. She's got 1 goal and 1 assist on the season. Feeds, that's low. That's going to get all the way out of bounds, I imagine. And it does now. Look at her walk the tightrope. Nice play. That was tiptoe through the tulips and walking the tightrope. Carly's got it, though. Shout out to Carly's grandparents. And now Brittbach's got it. She's going to feed over here. Spartans looking to clear. Having a little bit of trouble, a little difficulty on the clear. Allison Klinchek. And now going to turn it right back over in the middle of the field. Turnover is just, I mean, such a killer. I mean, it's, you work so hard to get the ball, right? And that's the thing. You work so hard to get the ball, and then just to give it right back, you go, what's the point? Uh-oh. Hold on, folks. Whoa, that was weird. I think that was my kitchen. Well, that's never happened. I pushed the wrong button. Maybe I filmed something when I was practicing. That could be dangerous. Depending on what you be careful what you do. Don't push any random buttons there, fella. There's a family show. 8 minutes remaining here. Spartans 15, Gophers 5. Feed into the middle of a bunch of people. Never good, but they're going to get a bailout call. And now Minnesota's going to get an 8-meter opportunity. And this one sits at a 10-goal lead, so this one would drop it down. Ooh, we got shooting this one. Can't see. Fires. Got it. Smoke show. Good rip. Nice job. Was that Peyton Murphy or second? It sure was. Let's give Peyton a little props here as Peyton's going to set her feet. And smoke show. Yes, indeedy duty. Love the coach on the side. Look at that. That one makes me really happy. I want to hit that again. And watch the coach up top. Watch the top of your screen. Watch the coach right there. Airborne, Coach City. Love that enthusiasm. That's why we do this. You know, we do it for the girls. We do it for the game. And that enthusiasm by the Minnesota coach, that's awesome. I love that. So the Gophers add 1, chop it to 9. 6:57 remaining. If you're a Minnesota fan, you need pretty much every draw. They're going to put 30 seconds back on the clock. I see Chad over there. Good old Chad. Maybe we can zoom in on Chad. I'm not too late. We're going to try and catch him. We'll catch him in one of these opportunities here, maybe at a timeout. Ball down, coming out. It's going to get all the way. Who stepped over? Somebody did. Spartan stepped over. That's just a careless mistake. Nope, it's going to go back the other way. I guess it was a careless mistake going the other way as he pointed in the direction of Yoder. That's going to be a turnover. Silliness. It's going to be a cover. When the referee puts their hand on top of it, means that someone had their stick on the ball and then someone put their stick on top of it. That's what the cover call means. We're going to get a push in the back. Spartans riding up top here. Good feed back to the defense. And feeds into the offensive zone. And now Minnesota will, yes, get an opportunity here all around the world, comes out. Ball down, who's got it over there? Spartans fighting. Picked up, who's got that one over there? Is that Alexis Horadis, sophomore from Shelby Township? She's still got it. Goes back to Brittbach. Brittbach being harassed. This is where you just chuck it. Go Gilman. Uh-oh, that's not what you want to do. If you're going to chuck it, don't chuck it towards your goal. Chuck it the other way. Ball down. Who's got it? Spartans, Gophers fighting. Gophers have it. And we hit the 6-minute mark in this one. Spartans leading the Gophers 15-6 in the consolation game. Oh, nice fake. Nice play. Yes, that was pretty. Nice move by Haley. Critch. Watch this. As Haley is going to find. Watch a great fake, too. Watch his fake. Right there. Yep. Froze the defense and brought it all the way around. That was pretty. Pretty goal by Haley. Kretchich? I'm going to go Kretchich. Haley Kretchich. She had 7 goals on the year coming in. But that was a good move. And now the Gophers will chop it to 15-7. Clock stops at 5:52 remaining. Spartans at the face-off draw. Done a decent job today. Don't have stats. Can't keep stats. Way too much going on up here. Camera, board, rosters, second camera on the clock. Ball down, coming out. Who's got it? What are we going to get? Going to get a hold. It's going to go over to the Spartans. And so now Michigan State with an opportunity here to work on that lead. I'm going to guess I would work on maybe running some clock here. Playing smart. Don't turn it over. Nice job. Smart. That's what I like to see. I'd prefer the Spartans to maybe make some moves. If it's not there, pull it out. It's the running through people that cause issues. Nice defense. Dudek's going to lose it. That is a forced turnover by number 11. Nice job. And now, ball down here. Got to back that out for that wrong way. Going back to the Spartans. Good feed, middle of the field. Dudek's got it. Spartans as we sit at under 5 minutes now left in this one. Feed, Dudek's got it. Dudek, ball down, picked up, running through people, doesn't get through. Ball coming out. Oops. Yep, you can hear Coach Chad saying get open, come back. Spartans getting back on defense. Minnesota's got players open, can't find them. But they will retain possession and look to add another one. Here as they're hanging in there, right? Oh, nice. Oh, good defense. Where is it? Who's got it? She's got it. Nice play. Gophers with it. Not going to get through. Good stop by Brittbach. Go green, go white. 4 minutes remaining in this one. Spartans looking to clear. Spartans coming back this way. Now we're going to go back that way. That's going to bounce, and that's going to get out of bounds. And that'll find the stands here with 3 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in this one. Spartans have led all the way through as they look to finish off the season on a winning note. They had a 4-game winning streak coming into the game against Notre Dame, and unfortunately they lost to the Fighting Irish for the second time this year, but it was a very, very good game. Unfortunately, the Spartans just had way too many turnovers. Under 3 minutes left. Feeds. Good move. Looking, cutting. A lot of positives, I think, for Minnesota. I think a lot of the girls understand the game. It's just working on stick skills, catching and throwing. But you can see the lacrosse. Oh, good cut. Nice, and a good quick stick, too. Smart. Number 11, she's a good player. Lauren Rice. Back behind. Gophers with it. 27 over there. Illy Balak. She's only played in 8 games this season. Taking their time. Good defense by the Spartans. We are under 2 minutes. 2 minutes remaining in the contest. Feeds up top. That was no good there. Ball down. Dudek. Dudek's been out there a lot. Nice ground ball and picked up by the Spartans. And the Spartans are off to the races here. This is a situation where don't need to run so much. Just find somebody. Nope. You're going to go. Elena's going. Good way to stop the ball. And that's going to be a bailout. We're going to get a yellow card. Elena Bowman with it up top. 1:20 remaining here in Ann Arbor. Spartans going to win this one and finish their season on a winning note. Building off of next season, expecting big things from the Spartans. Not running through people, but learning to not run through people. Nope, nope, nope. Yep. Pull it out. Feeds. Nope. And ball down here. We are under 1 minute. 1 minute remaining in this one. Scooped up by the Spartans. And Michigan State is going to salt this one away. Number 24, Elena Bowman with it. Back behind. Spartans should probably just pull this one out as we got 40 seconds. No point. Good save. Another great save. I tell you, she has played a great game. She just stepped out and stepped back in again. And besides that other play where she grabbed it with her hand. But other than those two things, she's played a stellar, stellar game for the Golden Gophers. She is going to be my Gopher MVP of the game, as this one's just going to be thrown errantly as we hit 20 seconds remaining. Picked up, and here comes the Gophers. Gophers, maybe one for the end? No. Britt Bach got it, feeds back up top. 10 seconds remaining in this one. 7 seconds. We're going to see if we can get one off here. Don't hit anybody in the face. We're going to get here shooting space with 1 tick on the clock. The horn's going to go. Is this one going to end, or what are we going to do here? My Gopher Lacrosse player of the game is definitely going to be Lauren Stark. She's done a great job in goal. But let's see if the Gophers here can get one at the horn. Who we got? Number, is that Rice? Nope. Oh, this is going to be a smoke show. Peyton Murphy, watch this one. She's going to step in and fire this one. You can see the coach over there. I think she's recording it. Little does she know that Lacrosse's got it. Ooh, a high one. Almost took her teammate's head off. But that'll do it, folks. The Michigan State Spartans end their season on a high note with a victory here against Minnesota Golden Gophers. They win this one 15-7. A great season for the Spartans, a lot to build off of, only 2 seniors, and so the majority of the team coming back next season. And they should, as a team, collectively come in with high expectations of coming right back where we are today if the game's played here, and winning this thing and heading on to another Midwest city like Wichita, Kansas for the national playoff tournament. So this is going to do it for me. This is my last game here for the Michigan State Spartans this year. I want to say thank you to all the parents who have said wonderful things and been super supportive of me. Like I said, if I can make a difference in one person's life through my broadcast every day, it is all worth it. And so I appreciate everybody tuning in. Before you log off, you click subscribe. That'd be great. Helps me out with YouTube. I'm not sure how, but it does. And so I'd appreciate that if you could. I want everyone to have a great Saturday, have a great Sunday. Make sure you tell everybody that you care about, that you love them. Express those feelings on a daily basis. Tomorrow is never, ever guaranteed for any of us. And so enjoy the day, folks. Have a great weekend. And we're going to sign off here from Ann Arbor Pioneer High School in Ann Arbor in the shadows of the University of Michigan for this Women's Club Lacrosse action today. I'm John Losey, Losey's Locker Room. Wrapping it up here, Michigan State Spartans 15, Minnesota Golden Gophers 7. Thanks for tuning in, and have a great day, everybody.